thank you for inviting us. We appreciate that very much. Most of you know Dr. Spence passed away in July. I'd like to introduce my wife, Carol, in the orange, and then Angela, who is the front desk person and involved in nutrition at Spence Clinic, and then Dr. Spence's son, Nathan. So I'm going to basically let Nathan talk for just a minute, and then I'll fill in some gaps. But I was asked how Carol and I got up here, and it's quite a story. So I'll save that till last.
I won't share that part then, Doc. Okay, thank you, first of all. My name's Nathaniel. Thank you for inviting us to be with you today. It's my honor, and I know Dr. Shoemaker feels the same way. There's so much that I could share with you. Let me start here, the beginning, which was a few of my dad's last thoughts and words, which were for this community and his patients and everything that had gone on here. And I said, Dad, we'll take care of it, just be at peace, and we'll figure it out, with everything. So this is our best attempt to come be a part of what is a fantastic community. My brother and my sister and I got together and thought, what can we do? And so we got some really great advice to call Cleveland, and Dr. Shoemaker's going to share about that. But in the interim, we want the wellness clinic to stay open. And so we had this mad scramble because my dad was a Swiss Army knife of chiropractors. And there's so much in this community that's a draw for so many things. It's a wellness practice. He catered to everybody and anybody who would come in, and whatever their individual need was, he tried to provide something. And so finding that is extremely difficult. However, we believe that God has delivered in this last month. We came in contact with another unicorn chiropractor, and he will be back with us in November. And so the plans are going forward is that you can come in now. We have a chiropractor, a wonderful chiropractor on hand. We still are working on biocranial therapy work. We can refill nutritional supplements that we have. And with the interim and the new chiropractor coming in, he will be able to re-diagnose and check your existing supplements and see if there may be new changes that can take place. I think that's a brief recap, but that's what really drew us back in. And my wife and I our heart is in love with this place. Every time we come up here, we're at peace, which is rare because we're so busy and our life is so chaotic. We have 4 kids, we're homeschooling. I'm still a fireman in Kansas City. It's chaos, and then we come up here and it's like peace. So thank you for that as well. And so day by day, here we go. We'll just see what tomorrow has, but we definitely are open. We're willing to serve, and we're looking forward to meeting all of you face to face.
As I've grown to know this family through Nathan and his brother and sister, they're a very special family to begin with. But I was asked to tell you how Carol and I came to Plattsburg. Well, 3 months ago, neither one of us had ever heard of the city of Plattsburg. We knew that we had just sold my practice. I had retired after 40 years in New Orleans area, 10 years prior to that in Kansas. And I let my old classmate at Cleveland College in Kansas City know that, hey, I've retired, but I feel good. I love what I do. Maybe I'll do some fill-in work here and there, like vacations. That's it. We'll do a vacation. Carol and I can travel week at a time, fill in for the doctor. It'll be great. So the next few days, Dr. Anderson calls me and says, we have a real need in Plattsburg, Missouri. A doctor died and the family's looking for somebody. Can you come up and do that? Well, Carol and I were on the way to Houston soon to do some business, and we decided, well, we're going to take a little side trip Carol thinks we're on the way from Houston to Kansas City. And I said, no, it's not like that, but we're gonna make the side trip. We're going to Plattsburg, and we'll just check it out. So on the drive up, I called is he
brother.
younger? Your
Yes,
younger brother?
yes.
Younger brother.
Younger, let's make sure we get that straight.
Nikolai, and said, but give me some details about the practice. We're gonna go check it out. And in fact, I want you to tell Angela we're on the way, so she's not surprised when we get there. And they said, well, where are you? And we said, well, we're on the way from Houston to Kansas City. They said, well, take the next exit. We're at a lake on vacation, and we'd like to meet you. So ironically, if you look at it that way, I don't, but ironically, we pulled off, met the Spence family, and then continued on up to Plattsburg. Met Angela, looked around the town. Carol's a commercial real estate agent. She said, this has great curb appeal. You know that? And it does. Main Street, you know, it's like Green Acres. It's kind of like, Sandy told me, it's like a Hallmark movie. And so here we are. And on the way home, we said, you know, this can't be wrong. If there's a Larry 1 and a Larry 2 in this town, how great could this be? Where's Daryl? We're looking for Daryl and his other brother, Daryl. But we've been here since, I think we started the practice back up again the 6th of September, and it's been wonderful. The patients are coming back. Of course, there's no one that can replace Dr. Spence, but I can tell you that Dr. Blackwell, who's coming November 1st, is about as close as you're ever going to get to Dr. Spence. I practice orthopedic chiropractic, clear on the other end of the spectrum. And I've just been very impressed with the type of service that the Spence Clinic has provided. And I just have to say this, and all of you know Diane, right? I want you to look at how thin and in shape she is. My wife has gone to her classes every week since we've been here. She loves Diane, and I must tell you, Diane just is the example of yoga and Pilates. So those of you who may need to, would be a good idea to enroll in some classes and really kind of get in shape. So she has a wonderful practice, and I appreciate you taking Carol under your wing and making her happy since we've been here.
We're trying to get you guys to stay.
Well, I've been asked that. You know, we don't like hurricanes. Let me just put it that way to you. For a long time, when we thought about retiring and selling the practice, we thought, well, we got to move north during hurricane season. We'll be like snowbirds. We'll go north in the summer. No, wait, is that right? Yeah, north in the summer, and then we'll come back home in the wintertime. So I thought about Salt Lake City. I kind of like it out there, but we like Plattsburg quite a bit now. So I don't think you're going to be seeing the last of us. To tell you about this city, though, 5 or 6 ribbon cuttings in the last couple of months, my goodness, you have a pulse and an energy and a vitality about the city that we're not familiar with in New Orleans. So, you know, this is a great area of the country, and I think there's going to be some great and wonderful things happen right here. But if you know people who should belong to the chamber, give them a nudge, because this is the chamber is the heartbeat and the pulse of this community, I believe. And I'm very proud to be here for a couple of months.